The story of humanity is a saga of adaptation, innovation, and ultimately dominance. We've built cities, created incredible technology, and pushed the boundaries of knowledge. Yet, beneath every grand achievement lies another narrative, the story of the marks we've left, the scars we've etched onto the planet we call home. This is the tale of how, with all our progress, humans have become a destructive geological force on Earth. Humanity's impact on the environment isn't solely a modern phenomenon. From the moment Homo sapiens began to spread across the globe, we started leaving our mark. Ancient hunter-gatherers, even thousands of years ago, the migration of early humans out of Africa is thought to correlate with the extinction of megafaunal large animals across various continents. Mammoths, saber-toothed cats, and giant sloths may have been unable to adapt to the presence of efficient human hunters, coupled with natural climate shifts. The Neolithic Revolution, when humans transitioned to agriculture around 10,000 years ago, the first large-scale deforestation began. Forests were cleared for farmland, fundamentally altering landscapes and accelerating soil erosion. However, these impacts were largely localized or regional. A radical shift was on the horizon, ushered in by a revolution that would change everything. The 18th century was the tipping point. With the Industrial Revolution in Europe, the speed and scale of human impact exploded exponentially. Fossil fuels, the discovery and massive use of coal, then oil and natural gas, became the fuel of our civilization. Factories belched smoke, locomotives spewed soot, and cities were shrouded in pollution. Greenhouse gases like carbon dioxide began to be released into the atmosphere in unprecedented amounts. Before the Industrial Revolution, atmospheric CO2 concentration was around 180 parts per million ppm. Today, that figure has surpassed 420 ppm, a drastic and unnatural increase. Mass production and consumption. The rise of industry enabled the mass production of goods, fueling a culture of continuous consumption and, ironically, massive waste. The 20th and early 21st centuries witnessed a frightening acceleration in our environmental impact, turning it into an urgent global issue. Population boom and urbanization. The global population surged from roughly 1.6 billion in 1900 to over 8 billion today. More people mean more resource demand, more waste, and a larger carbon footprint. Massive urbanization exacerbates city pollution and encroaches upon natural ecosystems. Uncontrolled pollution, air emissions from factories, vehicles, and fossil fuel burning caused toxic smog, acid rain, and most critically, global climate change. Water, industrial waste, domestic sewage, agricultural pesticides, and fertilizers flow into rivers, lakes, and oceans, creating dead zones where oxygen is depleted, killing marine life. Land, piles of non-biodegradable waste, especially plastics, contaminate soil and water. Every year, millions of tons of plastic waste end up in our oceans, forming giant garbage patches and poisoning the food chain. Deforestation and biodiversity loss. Rainforests, the lungs of the earth, continue to be cleared for agriculture, especially palm oil and livestock, illegal logging, and settlements. Fact, every minute, an area of forest the size of dozens of football fields is lost. This habitat destruction, coupled with pollution and climate change, has driven species extinction at an alarming rate, far exceeding the natural extinction rate. Scientists estimate we are on the brink of the 6th mass extinction event in Earth's history. Scientifically proven climate change. This is the most pervasive and threatening impact. The average global temperature has risen by approximately 1.1 to 1.2 C above pre-industrial levels. This isn't just data, it's visible in rising sea levels due to melting glaciers and polar ice sheets. Antarctica and Greenland are losing billions of tons of ice annually. Extreme weather events, more intense storms, deadly heat waves, prolonged droughts, and increasingly frequent flash floods in various parts of the world. Ocean acidification. Oceans absorb a significant portion of the extra CO2, making them more acidic and threatening coral reefs and other marine life. The story of humanity's damage to Earth is a mirror reflecting our choices and priorities, from basic needs to overconsumption, from brilliant innovations to unforeseen side effects. We have become a species so powerful that we can alter the planet's natural systems, often without fully understanding the consequences. This isn't about blame, but about undeniable facts and a shared responsibility we must shoulder. This narrative is a call to recognize our power, both to harm and to heal. The future of Earth, and our future as humans, critically depends on how we choose to write the next chapter of this story. I haven't talked about war or human greed in manipulating others, even to the point of waging war. But somehow, I still have a lot of hope for humanity. I'm sure humans can change.